Hi everyone. This video is gonna be my first video about software testing. So I will be talking about the questions like the topics inside soft skills in interviews for software test engineers. In each video, so I'm gonna be writing down sometimes some questions, sometimes I'm gonna write down the subtopics, and we will be talking about these topics. It's gonna be really short information because in the interviews, like we don't need too many information, like we don't need to say too many sentences. So shortly we will be seeing the explanations. So also if we are getting these questions in the interviews, so how should we respond those questions? So I'm going to give you some specific details, some keywords in a couple sentences about each questions. So let's start with the first video. Hope it's going to be helping a lot because it doesn't matter if we complete the course or not. It doesn't matter if we see all of the topics in testing environment. We still need to be ready for the interviews because interview process is going to be totally different things. We need to be able to explain some definitions. We need to be able to give some details. We need to also convince the interviewer. Those kind of things we will be learning and doing in the interviews. So these questions will be really important for you. So let's start with the first question. Since we are talking about testing, of course, the first question will be, what is testing? So another question today, it's going to be, what do we do as a tester? And why is testing important? And also we will be talking about most important, or I can say, most used testing types which are done by a tester. So I'll be talking about couple testing types. You will be doing some of them, you will be doing daily basis. Some of them you will be doing like maybe once a week or once in 2 weeks. Like it depends on the companies. Okay, so let's start with the testing. What is testing? It's not going to be professional definition. I will be just giving the idea and I will be giving the sentence. So if you're just saying these kind of things, it'll be more than enough in the interviews. Okay, let's see. What is testing? Testing is checking if the application meets the expectations and checking if the application is bug free. So if we are talking about the definition, we can say testing is checking if the application meets the expectations and checking if the application is bug free. As we see in the definition, we have two different things. One is meet the expectation, another one is bug free. So let's check those things. What is the expectation? The expectation is customer expectations, because think about it, like we are doing an application, we developed this application, and as a tester we are testing this application. It means we will give this application to the users. So one or multiple users will be using this application after we complete the process, the developing process or testing process, all of the process before giving the application to the customer users. So we have a customer, so we have expectation. So this expectation should be coming from the customer because we are giving this application to the customer at the end. This is our goal because we are earning money since the customer is buying this application. So another thing is bug free. What is bug? Let's just give small detail about it. So what is bug? Bug is, or bug means something is not working as expected in the application. So we prepare the requirements of the application. Okay, then we build the application. So at the end we will be using this application. So let's say like there is an application, maybe let's say it's a bank application. So in this application, first of all, we should be able to see the balance. So we should be able to, let's say we are sending your money, so we should be able to click send money. Then we will be seeing the page to be able to send the money. Then we will give some details like the money amount, maybe the username. If it's required, maybe we should put the password and other informations. Then we will click next, and the money should be sent to the user. So all these actions should be working as expected. If there is an issue, let's say we click the next button, but we are not able to see the following page, or something is not working, we see the error page, or we see something different, it means there is a bug in this application. So since we are giving this application to the customer, also we should be able to build an application which is possibly bug free. So after all these two, the application will be ready to use. So the testing is checking if the application meets the expectations and checking if the application is bug free. If you are saying this sentence, it'll be more than enough in the interview. I just wanted to give some extra details to understand the definition. As you see, we are software test engineers. So another question is, what do we do as a tester? So if we are a tester, it means we will, first of all, tester will test the application. Another thing is, tester will be sure the application is bug free. Another thing is, tester will follow customer requirements. So if in the interview you are asked about what do you do as a tester, so firstly you will say, as a tester, I will be testing the application, so I'm being sure the application is bug free. Also I will follow the customer requirements. It means I'm going to test the application depending on the customer requirements, if the application meets the customer requirements or not. Basically we will do these three details as a tester. So why is testing important? So another like one of the most asked questions in the interviews. So why is testing important? So I'm going to give some keywords in this one. The testing is important because it's going to provide like a lot of benefits to us. First of all, it is time saving. So another thing is it's going to be saving money. Another thing is it will be reducing bugs. So let's just talk about these three details. It'll be enough for the interview response. So why is testing important? If let's say you're gonna give you will build an application, okay, then you will give this application to the customers, okay. But let's think about two scenarios. In the one scenario, you are developing this application, you are testing if everything is working as expected depending on the customer expectations. Then after checking this, if you give it to the customer, it means the customer will be more satisfied. It means you don't need to the customer will complain about the errors, bugs, something is not working in the application. Then you will be saying to the customer, oh, give it the application back to us because we need to check it and fix it. So it'll be really hard if you do this before giving the application. So it's gonna give you extra time because you don't need to give the application to the customer, you don't need to wait for complaints, and then you don't need to fix it later. Another thing is you're going to save money because think about it, if you're a customer, you expect like the application should be really satisfying. It should be bug free. It shouldn't have errors when you are using the application. The main functionalities should be working perfect. Those kind of things will be asked by all of the customers. So if you are giving the application with all of the requirements working, like testing before giving the application, it means like the customer will be totally satisfied. So it means you will be like completed your process before you are providing your application. Another thing is, of course, if you are testing the application, it will be reducing the bugs. So what are the most important types in testing? So first of all, mostly we do functional testing. So it means testing specific function of the application. Anything, like let's say you have a bank application. So there is one more feature. You want to add this feature inside the application. Let's say there is a promotion code. You are giving it to some customers, so the customers will be applying this promotion code, and then they will be using when they are spending money in the specific stores. Let's say there is a case like this. You build this application. It's developed by developers before. Then you are testing this function, this specific action in the application. It means functional testing. Another testing type is you will be doing mostly smoke test. Testing main functions of the application. I talked in the beginning, if you are using a bank application, so you should be able to see your balance, send money, deposit money, then withdraw money, those kind of things you should be able to do in a bank application, because these are the main functions. Also, you should be able to log in the application, log out the application. You should be able to complete all these processes I said in the beginning, like sending, receiving, depositing money. These are the main functions of the application. If these are main functions, it should be working all the time. In any case, even if you are adding a new function, even if you are changing, updating something in the application, these main functions still should be working. So you will be testing these main functionalities, like before adding something, during adding something, after adding something, or before, during, and after changing something, modifying something in the application. This is smoke test. Also, we have regression test. Testing all functions of the application. So there is another testing type, regression test, testing all functions of the application. So again, let's say you are modifying something or you are adding something in the application. It means you need to check the whole application again, because like maybe you break something, maybe one of the specific things is not working in the application. Maybe you changed something, maybe there is an error in the application. So after you modify, after you change, or after you add something in the application, you should run all of the functionalities. It means all of the test cases you have before giving the application to the customer. This is regression test. Basically, you are testing all of your test cases from beginning to the end. It means from the beginning of the application to the end of the application. Then you are giving this functionality, or you are giving the newly modified or functionality added application to the user. This is the regression test. So basically, today in this video we talked about the testing is checking if the application meets the expectations of customer, let's say of customer as well, because it's going to be better, and checking if the application is bug free. So we are seeing customer expectations and bug free means less bug, or like if it's possible, it's not going to be possible, like as possible as you reduce the bugs, you are trying to make the application bug free, because any case it should be, even if small thing, it's not going to be working in the application. So you will meet the customer expectations, because we are building this application to one of the customer. And also we will try to make the application working as expected. If there is something is not working, it means there is a bug in the application. We are testing the application as a tester. We are being sure application is bug free, and also we follow the customer requirements as a tester. The testing is important because we're going to save time. If we are testing the application, customer will be getting more more satisfying application, so bug free application. It means we are going to save time, because let's say we give the application without testing, so there will be a lot of complaints about the application, and the customer will start to send the application back to fix them. So we will decide if there is something wrong, then we will report this and we will fix it, then we will give it to the customer. It's going to save money as well. It will reduce the bugs. It'll be making the application is bug free as possible. So we are mostly doing 3 testing types: functional testing, testing specific function of the application; smoke test, testing main functionalities, main functions of the application; regression, testing all functions of the application. It means we are testing from the beginning of the application to the end of the application, all of the test cases we have. Thank you so much, and wait for my other videos.